This is why 9 out of 10 business owners fail at hiring and retaining sales talent. So hiring and retaining sales talent isn't as easy as it sounds. A lot has to go in to finding the correct sales talent, interviewing the correct sales talent, training, ramping, and then retaining them long term. So things that you need to be cognizant of if you're going to be starting a sales team or if you're going to be growing and scaling out your current sales process. So the biggest thing that you're going to need in place to have a successful sales team and to keep them long term is going to be systems and processes. So you can't just hire a salesperson and think that they're gonna be Mr. Fix-It for your company, right? Oh, I can just hire a sales guy, right? He's gonna come in, he's gonna find leads, he's gonna write all the emails, he'll make the cold calls, and I'll just have like a calendar full of qualified leads. It's so easy. And I don't have to pay him a salary. I can just give him like a percentage of the deals that he closes. Yeah, this guy will definitely show up every single day and do his best. Like, that's not how it works. It's not how it's gonna work. Literally, that will be more detrimental for your business than not hiring them in the first place. You need to make sure that they are set up from success from day one. So you need to have your SOPs, your standing operating procedures. What happens in this situation step by step? If someone fills out a form on our website, what do? What is the message that we send them? How many messages do we send them? What softwares do we use to track it? Where are the calls being recorded? How to book a meeting? Like, literally, as a business owner, make step-by-step, painfully step-by-step instructions that literally like a fourth grader could follow. Like, that's the type of process and systems that you're gonna need to have a successful salesperson, because this needs to be repeatable, right? You're gonna be hiring more than one salesperson. So do the hard, heavy lifting in the beginning. So when you have the third sales hire, you're not scrambling to get this type of information. So write your SOPs. The next one is gonna be like systems, softwares, things like that. Buy things that are allowing your salesperson to make the best use of their time. You're paying for their time. Make sure they're not wasting time on low value tasks. Buy a CRM. If you don't have one, buy a CRM right now. 2, buy a software to send emails automatically. Use Maility, use QuickMail, use Gmail at the very worst, a G Workspace account. Then you're gonna wanna give them a VoIP calling system with local presence. You can use Just Call, Alloware, Kixi, Connect and Sell, or Orem. Buy one of those. It's gonna allow them to make effective cold calls. So instead of just calling someone on their cell phone in an Excel spreadsheet, they're gonna have a queue of 50 people to call. Boom, call disposition, the call is recorded. They have a local presence, which means that, say you're calling a 919 cell phone, they're gonna call from a 919. That's gonna improve your effectiveness, the number of people that are gonna pick up that phone call. So buy softwares like this so you can track things in a CRM. You can send out a lot of messages and a lot of touch points to make the most use of like a one-person sales team. Give them softwares to fill in the gaps so you're doing the work of like, say, 2, 3, or 4 people with just one person. So that you got your systems, you got your processes. Now we have to understand what we're saying, right? So you're gonna have to write scripts for these salespeople. Don't expect them to come in not knowing your product or service and make a really good cold call script. It's your business, it's your baby. You know how to position it, right? How have you sold clients to this point? What are the biggest pain points that your target market sees on a day-to-day basis that you are the solution for? Write out your email script, write out your cold call scripts. Next stage in the process is now reviewing everything with the rep. So now that you hired them, they have their SOPs, you've added them as a license in your software, they have everything from a script perspective on what to say, but now you have to actually manage it. Just because you bought workout clothes and you go to the gym doesn't mean that you know what you're doing, right? You have to have form, you have to understand your reps, you have to do, critical mass overload, right? You have to, improve your weight, track your rate. There's a lot of things that happen, at the gym, right? So now that you bought their workout clothes, you bought their gym membership, now you actually have to watch what they're doing at the gym and help critique and improve upon their form and the amount of weight that they can move around. Analogies aside, what this means is you have to review what they do, review their calls with and without them, right? Listen to their calls, write down notes. I think you could have done this better. This was really good. Let's do this better, right? Like positive and negatives. And then you'd have a one-on-one call with the sales rep and have them objectively say, you know, what did you think you could do better here, John? Like what was a good and a bad thing, and see what they say cognitively, critically. And then you come to them with notes as well. So you're gonna need to do this a lot in the beginning until they're super good and kind of autonomous. But all of these things you're gonna have to do well if you're gonna have a successful sales team. So you're gonna need to hire them correctly. You're gonna have to have systems and processes in place for them to ramp up quickly, right? They're not just like milling around and not really knowing what to do and twiddling their thumbs. Like, this is exactly the stages in which you're gonna do to be successful at this company. This is what you're gonna do. This is the software you're gonna do it. This is what you're gonna say and how you say it. And then once you do it, I'm here to support you, Mr. Team Member, Mr. Employee, Mr. Salesperson. I'm here to support you and your success here at Company XYZ. They need to know that you're bought into their success. But as a business owner, I can empathize with you. This is a lot, right? You're running a business. You already have 8 hats on. You're like, Dylan, I can't do daily one-on-ones with my reps. I can't do it. There's just no time. That's fine. I understand. Like I said, I empathize with you. You're doing a lot. You've built a business. You are scaling a business. You have finances. You have bookkeeping. You have operations. You have other employees that you're dealing with. You also have your own, success and happiness to worry about in your personal life. So I totally get it that like doing sales teams the right way in the beginning is annoying, and it's kind of a necessary evil. But that's kind of where we sit. So if you're watching this video, if you've got it to this point and you're like, Dylan, like I haven't been able to keep my salespeople, especially my cold callers and appointment setters, SDRs, let us help you. That is our exact focus. That is our expertise. That is the only thing that we help companies with, is we help build business development teams from a systems, a processes, a script, a technology, and a management perspective. We will literally train the people that are going to execute on your sales. We'll help find the right people. We'll implement a tech stack to be able to do the outreach effectively. We'll write your playbook and your scripts, and we'll fractionally manage your sales team, listen to their calls, do one-on-ones and reviews. So if you're focused on growing the other parts of your business and sales just isn't something that you're either good at or know how to do effectively, in the link below in the description, we'll have our website. You can learn more about what we do, how we've helped other people that are in your shoes, and I would love to talk with you. So other than that, I look forward to chatting. And if you found this useful, hit that like, the subscribe button, and I'll see you in more videos.